Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Broncos going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second is Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go.
Now the first carry for the Cincinnati Bearcat, George Wynn. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. With an NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. The truck. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Simeon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Second down, 8. They run it again with Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Anderson loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Out of the gun, Simeon. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They give it to Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third down, Simeon. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Simeon on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go now.
From the gun on third, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. On first and 10, Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Again, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
Simeon now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Simeon fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ivory. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. To throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Simeon. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. Whoosh. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. it's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw here. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So, sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today, as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Ivory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, here's Ivory. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. And now here's a carry heading left. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man right side is Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the Broncos coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Here we go.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
Simeon. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Indeed going for it. Simeon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now they try the right side here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns continue to roll. And he knocks it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2nd and goal to go now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they take a knee. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.